Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Stephen Mulo. Today we are going to talk about Papaya, or rather the Carica papaya farming. And as a farmer, you should be able to identify different varieties of Papaya. So in our case here we have Red Royal, and also we have the Mountain View. So these two varieties does well in areas with low amounts of rainfall. A papaya generally needs around 1,500 to 2,000 millimeters of rainfall per annum. So in our farm today, we are going to take you through. Like you can see in our farm that we have not done weeding. So in this case, we need to weed this farm in order to get high yields. Managing a banana plant is very crucial to a farmer. You'll get that every farmer needs to maximize profits. So through weeding, you reduce the competition and also reduce the spread of some pests and diseases. So in our farm, first you need to consider the spacing. Like you can see in our farm, the papaya crops are well spaced. Spacing of around 2 meters to 3 meters. It depends on the kind of the soil and also the fertility of the soil. We find that in well fertile soils, you can space closely to increase the population. And through increasing the population and maximizing profits, you will find that this will give you high yields. So in Mountain View and Red Royal varieties, the closing can be somehow not so big. You also need to consider about the kind of irrigation that we will need. In our case, we use a drip, whereby we use piping so that we can deliver water through drip irrigation. And also, we also look at the terrain, like where do we get water from to where it flows. So through this, you will be able to use less energy when pumping water to your farm. Like in an acre, it can yield, you can be a millionaire within just 9 months through papaya. There are different types of papaya whereby, as you can see, this one has a fruit that is somehow elongated. So you'll find that these are not suitable for export. You'll find that there are some others like this, like Red Royal, whereby the fruit is of medium size and can be exported. It's good for export. So when you are in your farm, you need to also to remove this kind of branches so that you can reduce the kind of disturbances in your crop. You also need to consider meeting farmers' demand. A farmer has his or her own demand. Remember, you will find that you have your target that you need to achieve. So through this also, Carica papaya farming does well in areas with good soils. You can intercrop with beans. So through intercropping with beans, you make sure that you have maximized every bit of your land. Papaya also has health benefits, like you are able to get benefits like it eases constipation. It also reduces chances of colon infection and colon cancer. You also need to consider when you are trying to do research about banana farming, you need to consider soil testing. You also need to do soil sampling so that you can know the kind of crop that a given land can accommodate. We also have some other kind of crops whereby they do well in the Carica papaya. So in beans, in the case of, like you have said, as we have said, in the case of beans, you are able to do marvelous things. You also need to consider the management that you need. Like for example, when you are trying to control pests, you will find that, like for example, when this kind of fruit, when it gets ripe, you should not pluck it when you find that it has been eaten by birds. You should not pluck it. Instead, you should leave it so that that particular bird can stay there and eat this kind of fruit so that you save the rest. But if you pluck it, you also expose the other fruits to predators. So we also need to tackle about hole measurement. Like in our case, in establishing a short variety, you need to establish for about 90 centimeters by 90 centimeters. So in our case, it should be square, and also depth-wise should be 90 centimeters. I would also like to take you through this farm whereby, as you can see, we have big farm that needs a lot of labor. So labor-wise, you should be able to employ and also employ people who are interested in farming and self-determined, because this is just a crop that needs a lot of attention and also needs a lot of water. So through this you get to have full control of your crop. Like you can see in this crop, it has more fruits. So through that you will be able to know which kind of variety gives best, which kind of variety suits my land. So in the period of around 9 months, you will be able to get returns. Also try to get the best market for your product. So kindly don't forget to subscribe, share and comment so that we can rectify where we need changes. Thank you.